Hey there, welcome to day 4 of my Simple Homemaking series. So over the next 20 weekdays, I'll be sharing my daily homemaking routine with you. So real life, real messes, and real systems that help me keep my home running smoothly, all while homeschooling and managing a big family. So each day I'll walk you through my daily rhythm, the core tasks I do every morning, and then the specific tasks for the day, and then how I wrap up my evening so I wake up to a fresh start. My goal is to help you build simple, repeatable systems that take the stress out of homemaking. No matter what day it is, there are a few core tasks I do every morning to keep my home running smoothly. The very first thing I do is make my bed. It's just a simple win to start the day, and it keeps my room looking put together. And then I like to put technology to work. I like to start my maids, my robot vacuum, and then I also start the bread maker so fresh bread is ready for later. I look at the meal plan for the day and take out anything for dinner, like meat to thaw or prep anything that needs to be done early. And then if it's my day to do laundry, I start a load. Otherwise, I remind whichever kid's turn it is to get theirs going. Same thing with the dishwasher. I remind whoever's kitchen job it is for the week to unload it so we can keep the sink clear throughout the day. And then each weekday, I focus on specific tasks in my home. Here's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm mopping, I'm cleaning our dog's pet bowls, and then I'm cleaning the garbage cans. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab her bowls and get them soaking in the sink. So her food bowl gets kind of gross because we feed her raw. So I'm going to spray this down with some Dawn Power Wash. And I'm going to let that soak. And then I'm also going to grab her water bowl and dump it out and fill it up with spray it with some Dawn Power Wash as well. And that's going to soak while I'm washing the garbage cans and mopping the floor. So now I've put my garbage can and my recycling bin into my bathtub, and I'm gonna spray these down with some Tough and Tender and get these soaking. This garbage can from the kitchen gets really disgusting because I'm not sure what my kids do, but they get stuff all over the top of it. And then I'm gonna spray the inside of the lid and the inside. And then I've got a scrub brush here so I can scrub this. And then I like to do this in the bathtub because I like to use the shower sprayer. And right now it's like cold and snowing outside, so I can't do this outside. In the summer, it's nice to do this outside with the hose, but in the winter, I have to do it in the house. So now I'll just spray these out. So I'm going to leave this dry here on the bath mat. And this garbage can is quite big, so I can't do that. So I'm actually going to leave it here in the tub, like on its side to dry while I'm mopping the floor. And then I'll dry it the rest of the way with some paper towel. So now I'm going to mop the floors, and I have a Bissell Crosswave, and I've had it for many years. This thing actually vacuums and mops at the same time. And I got this because it just saves so much time and it's convenient. I'm gonna fill up the tank with some cleaners, and I'll show you that in a second. So I just filled the tank up with hot water, and now I'm going to put some cleaners in. And the first thing I'm gonna start with is the Clean and Gleam floor cleaner. So this is super concentrated, and because this is quite small, I'm actually gonna only use a half a capful. And then I'm going to put some Solumel in, and I love this stuff because it's just a stain remover and cleaner, and it also is a really great deodorizer. So I'm only going to use a half a cap of this. And then I'm going to use some Soluguard, and this is just a really great disinfectant, and this is a great alternative to bleach. Just because and I'm just going to use, this cap is smaller, flatter, so I'm going to use almost a capful. And I'm going to put that in. And then I started with filling this with as hot of water out of the tap as possible. And then I'm going to put this on the mop and start mopping the floors. Because this mop vacuums and mops at the same time, it saves so much time because I don't have to first vacuum or sweep all of the floors. I can just get this out and it does both in the same step, and it is absolutely fantastic. If it's something that you want to check out, I've linked it down in the description so you can take a look at that. And I just go around on all of the hard floors, and it seriously takes me only about 20 minutes. This thing is super efficient. It works really well. And I find that it even gets up into the edges really well too. I'm just moving the chairs out of the way as I go here. And when my kids were smaller, I used to have to sweep or vacuum or mop every single day because they had food everywhere. So if that's you, feel free to tweak the chart and add this onto your list of things that you do every day. And this might be something that really helps cut down the amount of time because it vacuums and mops for you. So I'm all done mopping and the house smells so good. With using the Solumel, it just smells so great. And I just wanted to show you the dirty water tank before I empty it. It's absolutely disgusting. And so I'm gonna go ahead and empty it, and then I'm gonna run my mop through its cleaning cycle and then dry it, and like it'll sit and dry for a little while before I put it away. This is kind of disgusting, but it also is really satisfying just knowing that all of that dirt is now off of my floors. So I've cleaned all the pieces of the mop, and it's going to sit here and dry on the laundry room counter. Once it's dry, then I will assemble the mop again and put it back away in the closet. Now that I'm done mopping and the floor in the kitchen is dry, I'm going to scrub the pet bowls that have been soaking. The garbage cans are mostly dry, so I'm just going to dry them up a little bit more and then put a fresh bag in them and put them away. Now before I head to bed, I do a few key things to set up a smooth morning. So I take a couple of minutes to go through my incoming papers from the wall organizer, and that way nothing piles up. And then I do a 5-minute tidy up in the kitchen. I pick up anything that's left out, clear the counters, and make sure the sink is empty. And if there's any dishes left from the kids from snacking in the evening, I load them up and get the dishwasher running, so it's ready to unload in the morning. I quickly wipe down the counters if needed because it just keeps the kitchen feeling fresh and ready for the next day. Then I program the coffee maker. I love waking up to a fresh coffee, so I make sure it's set up the night before. So these small habits help me to wake up to a home that feels ready for the day instead of overwhelming. So that's a look at my simple homemaking system, how that works, and each day I'll take you along as I tackle my focus tasks and share my simple systems that make homemaking easier. So if you're finding this helpful, please share it with another mom who wants a more peaceful, organized home. And if you haven't already, be sure to download the weekly homemaking chart so you can follow along. It's fully customizable, so you can edit it to tweak it to fit your home and lifestyle. So if you're following along, let me know down in the comments what tasks you completed today, even if it's different from the tasks I completed. I'd love to celebrate your wins with you. And then tomorrow we'll be cleaning the dishwasher and the sink, conditioning the cutting boards, fertilizing plants, which I fertilize those every 2 weeks from March to November. And since we're in March, I'm going to start fertilizing the indoor plants again. Then I pay bills and file anything that needs filed. And then I do a quick tidy up before the weekend and throw any laundry in that we might need before the weekend. So I'll see you tomorrow.